Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. I see you, Mademoiselle. Thank you so much for being here and being our wonderful mod while you eat and listen. Oh, you're having dinner. What are you having? Are you having something good? I have, I went sledding today. We got a ton of snow and I had a late lunch with my brother. It was a really good time, so I cannot complain. I am all too happy to be here. And yeah, sorry, like I know I'm late. My area is a mess actually because I got home at like 8 o'clock, and I was like, okay, I gotta like feed the cat. I gotta go and do everything. Make sure we got our stuff together, our life together. Feed the cats, I should say. But yeah, so we are just working on some more crochet. Yeah, I hope everyone is having a really good Saturday. We had a massive storm roll through. I have no idea how much we got. It must have been at least like two or so, at least two or three, maybe more. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist, nor do I look up snowfall levels because that's a level of effort I'm apparently not willing to exert. So it was a great day though. I took him to this massive hill. I have not been there since I was in like high school. It's where we all went as like a big group, so it was a lot of fun. And so I was like, I really hope it's like I remember, where it was a really decent sized hill. And it was phenomenal. There were a ton of families there. There were like these people with these insane tubes and toboggans, and it was just a really good time. So we did that, and then my brother lost his phone. He decided to, I guess, leave it in one of his pockets. He didn't wear snow pants, but he didn't wear jeans. He was just like hanging out in sweats. And I'm like, well, bud, why didn't you just leave your phone in the car? And I guess he forgot it was even in his pocket. So we ended up going back to the hill, but with all the fresh snow and all the people sledding, there was no way he was finding his phone. It is really fun. Like, I missed it too, Mademoiselle. I was like, you know what? I don't do this enough. And if it was sticky snow, which it wasn't, it was very powdery. My one of my friends, she was like, we need to build a snowman if we get like enough snow and it's sticky, but we have not had that opportunity. But genuinely, I hope. Wait, aren't you in like, you're on the West Coast, so you probably don't get snow, um, depending on where you are. But no, it was a lot of fun actually, and we got whitewashed a few times where it was so fluffy and light, like it was blowing into your face. You were covered and coated. It was ridiculous, but it was a lot of fun. But yeah, until he lost his phone, which we then had to call. We called my dad and we're like, hey, can you like ping his phone on the because he has like a tracking app for it, for like parents to access. And he said it wouldn't do it because the phone was like off. And I was talking to my brother and he's like, yeah, I didn't charge it though last night, so it's dead. So we went and we kind of looked around, but it was such a busy hill. If it had fallen out while he was on the sled or around the car, like we looked at the curb and in the road. Tomorrow I'm gonna really like dig through my car to see if I can find it, because I do feel really bad for him. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer, but it's not like the worst thing that could have happened by any means, so it's one of those. I do think though it's like the second phone that he's lost recently, and he has a bad habit of like not charging his phone. So half the time when someone tries to reach him, he's like, oh yeah, my phone's dead. And we're like, dude, the whole point of you having a phone is in case like an emergency, if we need to reach you, you need to be charging this. But yeah, so that was the only bit. And then he got kind of worried. He was like, dad's gonna be so mad at me And obviously, like, I think that's hilarious. I was not shy about just flat out laughing at him, because I was just like, it's kind of nice, because I was always in trouble. I was always in trouble for something. So it's really nice to not be. And he was like, well, please, you have to stay until, like, at least mom and dad get home, and that way they can, like, talk to me about it. Because he knows that, like, they're not going to yell at him in front of me. And I'm like, the best we could do is, like, yeah, hang out for a bit until they get home and a little bit later, and then maybe they won't be, like, as mad. But there was definitely a vibe when I was leaving where I was like, oh, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna walk out of this door and you're gonna get it. Not in any, like, physical way, but, like, definitely verbally, he was about to get told off. So, he's a goof. Yeah. I don't know what his punishment is going to be, but at the same time, my sister's also in trouble, because I got there, and I know I wanted to peace out Mademoiselle. I was like, ooh, I kind of just, you got to pull this Band-Aid off. Let's not prolong it. But you know what? It is what it is. I kind of, like, I wanted to see if they would reprimand him in front of me. Usually they're pretty private about that. But then he was very quick to snitch that my sister did not help him shovel. Because I got there and he was like a third, 2/3 of the way there. I'll give him 2/3, a sloppy 2/3. But I got there and I was like, well, let me give you a hand. Because I got myself a coffee and I got him a hot chocolate. Because I was like, the sooner we get this done, the sooner we can go, dude. Like, let's go. So I help him shovel, and then I kind of took a look at some of his work, and I was like, Dad's not going to like this. And he's like, yeah, no, he's not. So I was like, we got to clean this up. So we fixed it, and then apparently my sister was actually supposed to be there helping him, and she was not, and she had such a bad attitude today, where she's at this age where she's kind of, I don't want to say she's kind of mean. You didn't get an alert, Libby, I'm sorry. Yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, are your notifications on, get with it, Libby. I'm kidding. You know what, Libby? When you go live, I literally have to go into your channel and go into the live and find it. YouTube does not notify me, and I do have my alerts on. So I think YouTube is kind of like a D-bag about it. Yo! Heck yeah, I'm here to entertain while I work. I was just about to call my sister a bitch. Anyways, I didn't want to be like, yeah, Mademoiselle is our alert. The bell has been rung. Yeah, I don't know, she's kind of a dick though. Like, her and her boyfriend broke up. Like, not her current boyfriend. Her and the guy that she was dating through high school broke up. And then she was, like, on my dick all the time. Like, let's hang out. Let's go. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. I got my sister. Like, hell yeah. Like, going thrifting or just hanging out. And then she met another guy. And now she, like, fucking hates me or something. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But, like, she won't even say hi. Like, I come over and she'll just walk by and then she'll leave and I'm like, hey. No? Like, it's weird. It's so weird. I'm like, why are you being like this? Like, if I did something, at least tell me what I did so I can be like, okay, yeah, no, I did that. But she isn't. I mean, but she's kind of being a huge dick. And then even during Christmas, all she did was, like, yell at my brother and talk to her boyfriend, but she would not talk to any of us. And then my brother mentioned it to our dad and his mom. Is that a dress? No, it's just a top. It's just a top. I do have one that is a dress, but I need to fix it. That was like my first sewing attempt this last summer, and it did not go well. And even this one, the back part is like solid. And really what I should have done was the scrunchy bit should have just been a small back panel, and then the solid bit should have been the rest of it. It would have looked much nicer. But we live, we learn, we try it again. But thank you, yes. I wish it was a dress. I think this is one that I hemmed up. But like during Christmas, she didn't talk to anyone, and even my brother, like, he was like, yikes. She has gotten such a nasty attitude since dating this young man, and I don't get it. He's super sweet. He's very family oriented, and I'm like, does he know how you treat your family? 'Cause it doesn't seem like it would really align. Oh, and my brother broke my nail. Look at that. I'm not flipping you off. I don't know if it's, hold on, let me see. This looks like X-rated crocheting. I'll do anything for a click. Here, I'll get some suspenders. We'll pull it all the way up. There. No X-rating here. Okay, now it's weird. Hold on. I gotta fix myself now. I've ruined it. I gotta adjust discreetly. How else am I supposed to get the likes on Twitch? Okay? I gotta compete. It's a saturated market. You know, I haven't seen my my VTuber friend in a minute. I'm trying to lure her back to me. Yeah, it's a full top. I promise. We're not there yet, okay? I'll let you know when I get real desperate for any attention. It's not the kind of attention I want. I just didn't want to, okay, I need to do laundry, and I really didn't want to throw on, like, one of my dirty cat hair covered sweaters, because I don't feel good in that. I was like, this is clean. This hasn't been worn in a while. I was going to put on, like, one of my dresses and be like, yeah, sure. But yeah, she has this sweet boyfriend who's very family oriented, and I just don't know what's up with her. I feel like if I did something to upset her, she needs to either tell me or stop being a jerk. Like, what the heck? And I don't feel bad either, because I even made a comment that made her super mad. You feel like you should be paying for this, but it's free, just for you. Just for you, you know? I just need the attention. Maybe I'll do like a members only channel. What is it? It's not OnlyFans, but it's I'll do a Patreon. We're classier than OnlyFans. No, I know, but I care, alright? I spent all day in some grubby, mostly damp clothes. So I came home and I was just like, you know, we gotta do something. But yes. I told my brother, I was like, when you turn 18 and you suddenly hate me, you need to fucking tell me why. Okay? At least give me a reason so I can be like, yeah, I did that. You know? But now I'm just like, I don't know. Like, maybe I think I've been plenty nice. I've been plenty kind, too. I know, she's getting gift cards from now on. Not loaded up ones either. She's getting a $20 gas card for her birthday. Nothing more. I don't know. Mademoiselle, yeah, for jumping into relationships, she was maybe single for like 3 months before she downloaded Tinder, and I was just like, girl, like what the fuck are you doing? You know why? But she did meet a really sweet guy. I'll give her that, but I don't know. I like being single since I have been, but that's only because, like, I haven't had good relationships, so it's not like, I don't feel like I'm missing anything because I haven't had good experiences. So I think it makes it easier to kind of, you know, spend time working on myself and get her an empty gift card. Diabolical, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna like hide another gift card somewhere that at least has a little bit. You go years between relationships, and I think that's fair. I think it's kind of good, because I like to reflect on what went wrong in the relationship. So obviously it's super easy to be like, oh, they did X, Y, and Z, and, you know, all these things. But I need to look at also, like, the things that I did that contributed to, you know, unhealthy dynamics. Because I played my part. 100% I played a part. and it was in being passive. It was being like non-communicative. It was, you know, shutting down. I think it would be so funny to get her like a gas card, and then she pumps her gas and goes to pay. Womp womp. That'd be hilarious. I'm definitely gonna do that, but I think I'll hide one, like, sentimental. Like, I'll get her something sentimental because she really won't give a fuck about it, because she's a dick. I made her this jar of origami stars. Well, I made her a bunch of origami stars, and I put them in a jar for her, and I wrote these just, like, sweet little messages, like, things that I adored about her, like, looking forward to, you know, us having, you know, just a wonderful relationship, and just, you know, like, I love my sister, you know, I was heavily parentified, so, like, I adore my little sister, and I want to see her do well. And one day she was like, oh yeah, I got rid of that. And I was like, oh, did you open the stars? And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, did you ever, like, open the stars? And she was like, no. And I was like, oh, like, you're a huge douchebag right now. And I did tell her, I did let her know, I was like, ooh, you're, like, you look like a terrible person. And she is. I think she's just at that age where hopefully once she gets into her 20s and she kind of, like, grows the fuck up, because she's at that age where she thinks she kind of knows everything, and it sucks. Where when I left my marriage, she was like, oh, so you failed? Like, you failed? And I was like, bitch. Like, no, I did not fail. You can't. Oh my gosh. Which is why Amber Lynn has never been able to work on herself for real. I would love for her to take the time. I straight up, the first thing I did, I ran to a therapist. I ran to therapy because I was like, I gotta fix this. I went to a therapist who, like, specialized in boundaries. Yeah, it is a bit sad, but, like, you know, she's kind of a dick, so again, I just hope as she, like, matures, it'll get better. I think it will. But I ran to a therapist who really specialized in resetting those boundaries, because I wasn't allowed to say no to my parents. I wasn't allowed to say no to anything. I was literally not allowed to have boundaries as a child, or even as a teenager. I didn't have a door. I had no privacy. My journal was read. Not only was my journal read, but pages of responses were written to let me know that what they read and what they thought about it. You know, so it was, I went from, like, home life into my relationship and then into a marriage in an unhealthy way. And I was like, okay, these are the things I have going on. We got to fix this ASAP. And I did. And it's been, and now I feel like I'm afraid to go into a relationship, and maybe I'm not as good at setting boundaries as I think I am. You know, maybe I don't have those, like, things firmly in place, and then what if I end up, you know, in an unhealthy dynamic again? I'm literally just afraid. Wait, what the fuck? Yeah, I shut down, Libby, when communication goes wrong. I kind of shut down, and I like to take time and process and then come back to it. And I feel like if you don't have a partner who understands and respects your communication styles, or, like, they're just not compatible, you know, it's going to be really difficult to communicate. Wait, what the fuck? They responded in your journal? Yes. Yes, my stepmom would write me pages in response to my journals. I know. She was, my stepmom was, like, 24 when she married my dad, and I was, like, 13. So it was a really weird age gap where she definitely was not mature enough, and I was kind of intent on being an awful bitch to her. I was nasty. I read her journals. I did. And then I made a comment about something she wrote about, like, she caught my dad looking at someone. And so one day we were in the car, and I was like, you know, I saw him looking at other women, and that must really be hard for you to handle. I was mean. I was a mean child. We're good now. We're good, which is why I'm laughing about it. But I She told me when I was older, she was like, I wanted to leave you on the fucking side of the road. And I was like, yeah, no, that's fair. Like, that's so fair. Totally valid. Ooh, Streamlabs is gonna get ya. Oh, wait, Streamlabs doesn't care about YouTube. Communication is important. Your ex-girlfriend hated confrontation, and so do you. But she would never mention anything that bothered her. And it just built and festered. Yeah, that's a lot how my ex-husband was too. And then, like, everything would blow up in, like, a fight. And the fight would be about something, and then it would turn into these things that were, like, 4 months ago and stuff like that. Yeah, there was a lot of it. Mademoiselle. I was not nice. I did not I didn't like her, you know? She came in wanting to be my friend. She was like, oh, we're gonna be friends. And I was like, no, we're not. Like, and then she started trying to lay down the rules, and I was like, oh, honey, absolutely not. Yeah, we had, like, a bunch of headbutting, but we did have, like, good talks and apologies. And she's been really mature about everything. She really matured. And then I think with her maturing, it really forced my dad to as well, which is really sad to say because he's like 50-something. But she eventually dragged him over the line of emotional maturity, and he got there, thank goodness. It's still weird to give him a hug, though, because I'm like, I don't know about that. But yes. Yeah, Libby, that is a tough one in relationships. And that's kind of the thing now where, I don't do poor communication. And I think that's also partially why dating is so hard, because with our current technology, it just makes poor communication really easy. I kind of don't want to text all the time. I would rather be like face to face or even over the phone. Texting all the time leaves too much gray area between tone and, things like that, where I don't know, I feel like it makes communication worse in a way. For me, at least. I find it hard to pinpoint it. But yeah, relationships are, whew. I was telling my grandpa about 50-50 relationships and dating, at least where guys want to go like 50-50 on the first date. And he was like, what the hell? And then he proceeds to tell me how he forced my grandma to be 50-50 with him. And I'm like, sir, sir, do you see the problem? My grandpa is like a neckbeard misogynist. It would be funny if it wasn't sad. You're great at communication. You think you're so good at it. It made your partner. No, what? Mademoiselle, I'm so sorry to hear that. How would that make... What happened? Oh my god. Because I'm a very direct person. I would rather, I need to be comfortable enough with someone to be direct. If I feel like I can't talk to you, I'm probably going to kind of shut down a bit and not want to talk to you. Or I'm just going to keep bringing up the same thing and you're going to think I'm a nag. It's hard to get tone in text. Yeah, I just don't do well with it. I think it just leaves too much for confusion. And my mom and I have, we'd be texting and it'd turn into kind of an argument because we were just completely misunderstanding each other. So that's when you just fucking call. You're like, hey, what is your deal? And she's like, what? But yeah. Mademoiselle, I'm so sorry to hear that. I like communicating. I literally, yesterday, I was chatting up the owner of a coffee shop down the road for a good 30 minutes. We just sat there talking, and we were talking about communicating and social anxiety and all these other things, because we're just like, oh, I need to keep my handy hands. Oh, texting to argue? Yeah, I don't want to have a hard conversation over text, ever. That is not the way to do it, frankly. I would so much rather a phone call, or it needs to be in person. Yeah. That's why I feel like texting has kind of ruined a lot of stuff. Makes it too easy. And I almost feel like a lot of people use it as kind of a get out of jail free card, where instead are they going to receive it, what kind of mood are they going to be in, you know, then they're gonna process what you've sent them. And it just, I don't know, I feel like it's almost an easy out. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I'm just like casually seeing someone, I'll send a text and be like, hey, I don't think this is the deal. But that's when they're ballsy enough to be like, hey, are you down for friends with benefits? And I'm like, no, you suck. It's awful. People need to get a grip. Yeah. Yeah, communication's so good. Libby, you're probably too concerned that your girlfriend would get upset with you and break up. You just need to trust them enough that we can communicate. Nothing is ever perfect and takes work, says the single woman, right? Well, and not only that, but I had a wonderful 2-year-long friendship where I was like, oh my God, like, we're besties. Because I moved around a ton. I was always the new kid. So, like, a best friend, that is hard for me to find and establish. And then I found myself not being able to communicate with her. I communicate with you. I can't be, you know, I can't really have you in my life because who can live like that? Like, okay, cool, I can be your friend, your partner, your whatever, but any issue that you have, you need to just keep that to you, and then we'll be cool, right? Like, that's so fucked up. That is so, like, harmful to ourselves. It's crazy. And says the single person, which is why I'm single. I would much rather be single than deal with like intentional misunderstanding, like intentional incompetence, and like would call and they would ignore the call. No, okay, see, that person is just being like, that's avoidance. They just don't want to deal with the issue because they don't want to actually like talk it out. Libby, you mentioned before that your ex broke up with you over Facebook. What? So sorry that happened. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay? I hope you're drinking, because what you're telling me... Where does she live? I'll hit her with my car. Alright, Missouri's a short drive, honey. I'll take a trip. I bombed to Oklahoma in like a day and a half. You can do it. You're not gonna sleep, but you can do it. Okay? Just gonna click. Yeah, that would be stressful. Seriously, to like have them be like that? Ew. I agree, mademoiselle, 100%. Libby, I think you'd be better about it now. You're just not great at sharing feelings when in a relationship. It can be hard. It can be hard. Especially if like you don't quite know how they may react, but still, I think I would rather over communicate than under communicate at that point. And you know what? If you like me and you want to be toast. Hey, Gus. Hey, that's my hair tie. Don't eat it. Hi, bub. Y'all know, I want to die. We'll see. I don't know what life has in store, but I'm also... I feel like if anyone approached me, I'd be like, and he's such a disgusting little monster. He takes them into his litter box, and then he plays with them. And then he takes them over to his food bowl when it's empty, and he puts it there to be like, hey, fill my food. You know, food fairy. It's disgusting. I know, compared to Gus, anything. He's been very unhappy about the snow. But I almost shoved him in a backpack the other day just to take him for a walk. But I was like, I just did leg day. Those hills were not playing with me. I am the food fairy. It's the only time they fuck with me is when they're hungry and they're like, hey. They're good boys though. Sweet babes. We are cruising around. Oh my God, did I bring it? No, I didn't bring it in here. I thought I did. My stepmom surprised me with a bag of yarn. More yarn. So I have, here, I can probably just go grab it. I will be right back. Bear with me. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah, more yarn. I love your enthusiasm. Just hold that for me. So this one I'm actually really excited for because it is soft and it's a really pretty green. I don't know what I'd do with it. This one is really pretty as well. It's got like a nice shine on it. She doesn't want a nip slip. No. I just, you know, it's right there. I'm wearing shorts, I promise, but still, I'm not looking to bare at all. The other two are just some grays, but then there's this one, and I know I can already feel that it's like the other ones. It's gonna be squeaky on the hook, and it's gonna be kind of icky, but I'll do something with it. I have this one and another one, so I guess Gus gets a larger bed. Yeah, but there's some gray ones in there that are like half used, but it's whatever. Hey Esther. Turn that back down. But yes, she surprised me with that. She's like, yeah, I got it on the free market. And I'm like, girl, I love the free market. Don't be telling me about no free market. And she was just like, yeah, anytime I see something, I'll snag it for you. And I was like, please don't. Like, genuinely. Because my dad and I were talking, when he buys leather for, like, his current project and then, like, his next project. And then just, like, you know, something that he finds that'll be nice for next time. And I'm just like, oh, my God, this is where I get it from. It's also my mother, too. She's a hoarder. Gus needs all of the beds for real so he can get off of mine. Ridiculous. He's selfish. Takes up the whole bed somehow. I end up sleeping like diagonally. It's ridiculous. Does she normally do nice things like that? Occasionally. It depends. We are working on it. We are getting there. We've talked a little bit about like getting together for maybe like just hang out and wine, but she doesn't really do much, like, as far as her hobbies go, because I tried to get her into Pilates with me, and she hasn't really been super interested, but she did get, like, she got this, I think it's, like, Luxe, has this really cool, lash lift and tent kit, and we were talking about it, and she was like, oh my God, I bought that, and I was like, if you need help, let me know. So we're trying to find things that, like, you know, we could kind of enjoy together to hang out. But she's very much like, she likes to just kind of chill in her room on her phone, which I think is totally fine. That's fine. No judgment. She's also like really into football, which I pretended to like football for a really long time because my dad likes it, and I'm just not interested in faking an interest for anybody anymore. I don't like football, and I don't care about cars either, which is, car guys are the horse girls, just like Sigma men are the astrology girls, all right? They're all linked, and they should just date each other because they're, you know, equal in that way. You ever hear a guy describe an engine by making the noise? It's awful. I don't recommend it. It's so annoying. Anyways, I'm gonna refrain before I just start shitting on men. Yeah, I would have been suspicious about that, like, do you want, like, what do you want for giving this to me? Yeah. No, we're trying. We are trying. Just like, my dad is into making, like, leather things like that, and, with, like, purses. He makes really cool bags and stuff. He's very talented. So we talk about things like that too. I'll ask him about what he's making, and he'll show me his latest projects and stuff like that. So, and then there's a really cool warehouse by me that has these fabrics, and it's floor to ceiling. It's very overwhelming, but they also have a lot of great leather. And I went there, and I immediately, like, I was texting him while I was there, like, get your ass here now. It's phenomenal. So as I'm getting older and as they've matured, it's really improving. That's different when you're trying to describe things, okay? But it's not like a guy being like, "Oh, this car is so cool," and then they like make the noise of the engine. It's something to behold, okay? And if you've been dragged to a car show, I'm sure you may understand. It is I would rather watch hobby horsing, if I'm being honest. I would rather watch hobby horsing. So, it's at least more impressive. I don't know, like, I sold cars. I worked in the auto industry. I just don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, there's some cars where I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Like, that's, you know, it's dope. But, like, I don't know. It's a weird obsession. I feel like men just kind of pick one thing and they're like, this is a personality. It's so lame. It's very one-dimensional. So you don't give me old cars. Yeah, old cars are something. There's, let's see. It's a... oh my gosh, let me pull it. Because it's very, very cool, and I love it. Where am I? Oh, here I am. Okay. No, are they bringing it back? Oh, shit. This is a personality. Oh my god. So, this is like a car I'm so deeply obsessed with. And, it's one of the few. It's one of the few. But, Libby, when you say old car, like, this is kind of like what comes to mind for me. I mean, obviously, like, 1950s and things like that. But this is a Nissan that we're not allowed to have here in America. It's called a Figaro. And they are so funny and cute. It's like the size of a Fiat. I'm so obsessed with these little cars. I think they're adorable. But they're made by Nissan in the 90s. And they have like these really cute, like, I don't know, they're so cool. And they have very small engines in them, obviously. They don't go fast by any means. But I'm totally obsessed with them. It'd be this or like an old Bronco or the Honda Element. Ooh, I had one. Okay, I had a Honda Element. And then during my divorce, my ex turned around and he sold it to his friend and then lied about it to the judge. And then when I brought it forward, the judge was like, womp womp. And so I'm like, what? So men who say that, like, women get everything in divorce, yeah, no, they're fucking liars. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and they've probably never been divorced. But yeah, because the judge didn't give a shit. She was just like, sucks to suck. It is. It's like a little Barbie car. It's so cute. I'm obsessed with it. Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah. You weren't expecting that? Which part? Mademoiselle, if you think what I type in Livy's lives are bad, just stick around, okay? I'm drinking a lovely peach wine tonight. I hope everyone else is too. And I got peach wine. I got Diet Coke. Well, actually, no, it's not a Diet Coke. It's a Summit Cola. Okay, it's knockoff Diet Coke. And water. Libby, drink your water. The car, isn't it cute? Isn't it cute? It's adorable. It's just like, it's so, it would never get up a hill in the winter. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is, it's a car that like a rich person would need to have, and they just take it out in the summer. You wanted a Dodge Charger? Oh, Libby. You know, you can get one pretty cheap if you look around the military bases. Because what happens is these young men, they go into the military, they buy a Dodge Charger, and then they get orders, and then they have to sell their shit. You could probably find one for a really good deal, actually. Plus, it's a Dodge Charger, unless you're wanting like a Hellcat or something like that. But ain't nobody need that. Ain't nobody need that. You're tall, you take up the back seat too. That's okay. Who needs a back seat, right? Just get rid of it. Yeah, they're cute little things. I just, Same with the Honda Element, like a box car. But it would, you can't be too tall Otherwise, you will not fit in those. I'm 5'2", and I didn't have a ton of clearance, and I believe my ex was maybe like 5'10"-ish. Yeah, Mademoiselle, how tall are you? That's, what are you, like, if you're over 5'8", I'm just gonna die. I'll start simping. Oh, I would commit crimes. I would sell my soul to be 5'8". If someone was like, hey, if you kill this person, you'll be 5'8", I'm sorry to that person. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Because, man, like, being short is so inconvenient, but also being too tall must suck. Like, there is a height where it's just like, wow, life is not made for you. And it's almost selfish. Like, anyone over 6 foot, selfish. You didn't need to keep growing. You could have stopped. Drink some coffee, okay? You're 5'9", fucking lucky. You're one of them gazelles. One of them giraffe women. I'm so jealous. What does the top of everybody's head look like? Is it weird? I've never seen the top of someone's head, unless it's like a child, of course. Swoons. Lock it down, Libby. Put a ring on it. Oh, to be tall. Jealous. Cut you off at the knees. Insane. I don't know. Would you rather be taller or know multiple languages? I still feel like I'm shallow enough to pick tall. I don't know. I feel like it would just be better, you know? Because I also feel like with being short, I don't feel like I'm taken seriously, but I think that could also be my general demeanor as well. Oh, okay, that's what the fuck this is. I feel like I have to work a little bit harder to be taken seriously. Gorgeous, tall, sweet, and funny. Why are you single? Yeah, mademoiselle, what's wrong with you? Is it like a deep personality flaw? Like, what are we working with here? You know what, though? Like, I do feel like a lot of women that I know who are my age and single and who are just lovely and wonderful, it's the men who are trash. It's not them. And even, like, other people, you know, where it's like they almost deserve better. I would say Mademoiselle deserves better than what's out there right now. You scare people off? Well, yeah, Slender Man. Okay. I'm kidding. I'm sorry I said that. I shouldn't have. You just gotta get yourself one of them tall guys. Because that is a height where it's like, if you're with someone like around 6 foot, even tall women, get you like an NBA player. Not NBA, WNBA. WBA? I don't know sports, okay? All I know is they're usually, some of them are, some like women athletes are crazy pretty. You don't go out to multiple languages. I do want to learn. I really need to lock in on Spanish. I am slacking horribly. It's almost offensive that I don't know Spanish. I feel bad about it. WNBA. See, I don't know sports stuff though, okay? If I was like, you know, sports all the time, then reprimand me for not knowing that. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, mademoiselle. You, what? Relearn Russian? That's crazy. What a scary language. It's so angry sounding. What do you learn? What do you use Russian for though? Yeah, like Go Sports. I mean, I know some of the general things, but to be honest, I never learned anything about sports out of like my own interest in them. It was all just because, like, it's someone else's interest and I hear about it, so then I end up knowing about it. That's how I feel about a lot of things. Oh my god. I only learned about like football because again, my dad and stepmom, so I was like, oh, maybe we can have something in common. No, they don't care. So, oh, no, just silly. But yeah, I really need to kick in on Spanish. I also think it would be really useful in my area to just learn another language at least, because it's crazy. I want to be able to talk to all these tenants, you know, when I'm being like, hey, do you want to form a union? And I can't be not knowing another language, you know. It's not helpful. Yeah, it is kind of a scary language. I think it's just like the demeanor of Eastern Europeans is kind of scary in general. I don't know. Red Note had everyone trying to learn Chinese. Maybe I'll jump on that bandwagon. Or not Chinese, it's like Mandarin or something like that. That shit's hard though. You wanted to learn Russian when you were younger, so you took it for 1.5 years. That's what's up. I was actually looking at like my area does like community classes and things like that you can sign up for, and I was looking at the language to see, and then I'm involved in a few groups where we do have like on certain nights of the week it's like conversational, you know, Spanish and things like that, but it just ends up being like too much on my calendar, where it's another like weekly commitment after work. Before you know it, it's 7 o'clock, then you get home, you gotta do the few things that you can do, and then it's time for bed to do it all over again. It's like, oh, you know, and I know I'm just like in here doing this right now, but this is something I really want to do too. So obviously, like, I do put this as something important, that it's important to me, where it's time for myself and just time to talk. I like to yap, you know, which is one thing I felt yesterday when I was sewing. I was like, man, I didn't really get to yap much. I know one of the gals in the chat, she was like, no, I did enjoy it because I was also doing stuff along with you. But I was like, yeah, but, you know, yapping, it's not the same. It's just not the same. You should have learned more Korean. Korean would be really dope. Yeah, they're talking sweet, but it sounds angry. No, for real. Mandarin's very tonal. Okay. Yeah, no, that's... I feel like a lot of those languages can be very tonal. Spanish as well is very tonal. But I do want to learn it for multiple reasons. Since I am applying to the trades, it will be beneficial to have that, where, you know, I'm going to be on job sites. I want to know who's talking shit. I want to be real low-key about it. I'm not going to tell people I know it. Be like, I know what you've been saying, asshole. Nah, I'm sure everyone's really sweet, but for the most part, it'll be useful career-wise. Even, it's so weird. My sister and my little brother, they've all gone to these, like, language immersion schools where it's almost like simultaneously teaching them English and Spanish, and they have some classes that are taught all in Spanish, so it's supposed to really solidify the knowledge of that second language, but neither of them speak a bit of Spanish. It's so weird. And then they both have commented, they're like, oh yeah, no, we actually feel like further behind educationally. So it's weird. I don't know how any of that works and why maybe it's not like working properly. Maybe it's just the school, or it could just be that like they're not doing it enough still, you know, where it's not like they go home and speak Spanish either. But I don't know. I was really hoping that they would go through that all those years and then come out with a better knowledge of the language. Yeah, right? I really figured that it would be a good way to solidify that for somebody, but I think also, you know, then they just go to high school and they only have, you know, maybe one Spanish class, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'd be interested in learning more, but I also don't have kids, so it's not really a me problem. Which, Oh my gosh, all these poor parents at the hill today having to lug up not only the sled, but the kid back up the hill. I'm like, yo, fuck that. Fuck that. Like, you're telling me you want to go sledding and you want me to carry you back up the hill with the sled? Like, no. Absolutely not. Then we're not going sledding. I'd be a terrible parent. I'd be unwilling to. Like, no. It just looked hard, okay? And that hill was steep. I was humbled. Like, I had a side cramp going, and I was like, what the fuck? It was not kind, and it was very icy, too. It made it very difficult. My brother was laughing. I went down, and so my brother's at the top of the hill, and he can see I'm just, like, completely whitewashed, and he's laughing at me, and then I just see him disappear as he falls on his ass. It was so rewarding to watch him get his. Like, thank goodness. Ugh. But yeah, no, I was very much humbled. I need to start going for more walks this winter. Something. It's like, holy crap. I'm just gonna go do the Stairmaster. Jeez. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll finally complain to my landlord about the treadmill being broken and the elliptical and be like, fix this. Get me a Stairmaster, please. I don't think they'd be receptive, though. Maybe I'll get a couple of my neighbors to be like, yeah? You guys gotta ask for it, too. Can't just be me complaining all the time. I like going... I don't, actually. I don't like stairs, either. Whenever I'm at the top of the stairs, I like to think about how easy it would be if I just, like, threw myself off of them to get down, you know, to, like, the next landing, you know? So we should design stairs that, like, when you get to the top, like a big airbag pops up on the landing below and you could just throw yourself and then you land and then you just, you know, it deflates and then you get up and you go to the next flight of stairs and you just keep throwing yourself down them. I think that would be great. I think I just kind of want to throw myself down some stairs. I think about it all the time. I'm not even gonna lie. It looks fun. I just don't want to get hurt. You know, like if I didn't get hurt, I would totally do it. Totally would do it. Yeah, you're working on the Stairmaster? Heck yeah. It just, I don't mind it. I think if you can zone out, perfect. I don't want to be conscious on that thing. I want to be checked out mentally. Just gone. The lights are on, but nobody's home. There's not many in your house. You lived in an apartment on the 3rd floor without an elevator. I have 2. Yeah. There's like maybe 8 steps max at my apartment. But I did, when I had my knee surgery, so I was in a brace from my hip all the way down to my ankle, and I couldn't bend my knee, and I couldn't walk on it. I had crutches, and I lived in an apartment on the 3rd floor, and I had to hop all the way up. So I left my apartment like once a week because that was an endeavor. I was like, fuck this. And then hopping down really sucked because like it was kind of scary. I was like, I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna fall. And I only fell once, but I caught myself. So it wasn't even like a massive fall. But yeah, no, that shit sucks. That shit totally sucks. One step is too many. Libby's like, no. That's so fair, though. I've seen some houses where the stairs are just, like, so steep where I'm just like, ugh. I don't know. I don't think I'd fall, but I don't like it. I don't know. I would like a 4-level split where it's just, like, 5 steps, 5 steps, 5 steps. You know, it's just, like, they're so nice. It's a lovely layout, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. Let's see. When you moved into your house, your brother asked if you're going to put a cushion on the back of the front door for when you inevitably fall. No! Your brother has attitude. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Libby. Yeah, I'm very grateful. I did not hurt myself. Yeah, it was not fun for that bit. Then I guess you'll stay in the living room when you come to visit. There you go. Oh my goodness. Okay, sledding down the stairs is not as fun as it looks, okay? I've seen enough videos. Did I just put 4 in that one? Oh my god, learn to count. Idiot. Okay. I got one job here, and I'm not doing it very well. I found out I've been crocheting partially wrong. And, I'm debating on if... I'm trying to figure out if there's any, like, projects that I've done incorrectly with this new knowledge. And I think there may be, like, 1 or 2 that are probably, like... I'm pretty sure at least one of the scarves that I made, and possibly the mittens that I made this winter. You're supposed to go through both holes. I thought you only went through either the front or the back. I thought it was based on what the pattern told you, and I think most of my patterns are backstitch. But yeah, I've been doing it partially wrong, and I was like, no! Oh my goodness. You would just crawl up the stairs? Yes! It's so fun. Do it. Crawling upstairs? Good time. You would hurt yourself? How do you... Yeah. Yeah, apparently because there's like... I don't know if it's going to translate well on screen. So... There's like 2. So you either go in the back or the front. But you're actually on a lot of stitches. You go into both of them. So I thought it was either or, and it is not. It is not. If it doesn't specify, then you probably just go into both of them, which is why I think some of them have kind of turned out looking a little like not quite right. But we live, we learn, we move on. Could be worse, you know. There's worse mistakes to make in life, you know. But at least I learned now, like, and I'm not even a year in yet, so could have been a lot worse. I think the person who shared it with me, she had said something about, like, at least a few years she'd been crocheting, and she was like, I have been fucking up. Whoa, what are we talking about? Holes, front and back. Keep it PG. I'm kidding. If you're underage, you should leave. You should not be here. Painful groaning noises, while crawling. Oh my god. This is as bad as the romance books I'm reading. What are you two talking about? Oh my god. All over stairs? What kind of stairs are these? What kind of stairs are you guys taking? Ridiculous. I need someone to moderate my mods. Like Tina crawling up the stairs, yes. Like Tina Belcher. Did Tina crawl up the stairs? I do love Tina Belcher. She's delightful. Louise, though, will always be my favorite. I can't lie. Louise is so chaotic. I love her. Oh, her groaning, yeah. Yeah, it is very fitting. One of y'all should be Tina for Halloween. Just do it up. I know, for real. Got to put y'all in timeout. But more for those hooligans who occasionally come through. Little bandits. Little live stream bandits like, who? Oh, weirdos. Weirdos. I gotta stop taking my arms off. I should crochet a little cushion for the edge of my desk because this hurts like a bitch. It's giving me weird lines. Oh my god. Who desperately needs attention? I mean, then there's me wearing a tube top while on stream. Like and subscribe. Follow for more. But for real, she just says stuff to like rile people up. Little edgelord. Doing it in the weirdest way too. Gonna rob her. If her location gets leaked, she's getting robbed. It's gonna be me, okay? Bragging about money and property. Ooh. In this economy, dangerous. Alright, we're celebrating Luigi on the internet for what he did. You really want to be bragging? Come on. She's sometimes like low-key, yeah, occasionally. Other times it's like, bro, chill. There was, oh my gosh, I can't remember who it was. I did block someone just in chat because I got so annoyed. I was like, tired of this. And I love it. I'm going to start using that so much more. It was so nice after I did that. A little, but like what teenager isn't, you know? One of them. As long as they keep it all appropriate, that's all that matters. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think your content is too much. I think the most we do is just use free language. I don't think there's anything bad. Heck yeah, Libby. Just couldn't do it. I was like, yeah. It's a vibe. It was a vibe where I was like, you know what? Not a mesh. Not a mesh, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, it doesn't matter. I still see it when it comes up on your screen. But just in the YouTube live chat, I'm like, I like it. I gotta crochet faster. It's gonna get sloppy. Yesterday I had two different wines on my table, and I was like, okay, we gotta chill here. In the beginning, you timed somebody because they said something to me, and they went to Libby to complain. That's too funny. I like that. Good for you, exercising those mod powers. Hell yeah. Petty. I respect it though. Because yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've even timed out people who are being weird, where it's just like, I don't know what this is, but I don't want to deal with it. Like, I've gotten people where they're like plugging their art for creators and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I'm not interested in buying things at this time. Like, maybe if I had anything substantial, I'd be looking to, you know, compensate, but like, I think it was like within my first couple weeks where I was just like, who are you barking up? Like, go heckle someone bigger, or at least more, you know, someone maybe in between nothing and something, you know. You gotta find a sweet spot if you're looking to get people, but maybe they do end up getting a lot of business that way. I don't know, but it was weird. I was like, get the heck out of here. This is about me, all right? They thought they were blocked. Oh no. It's kind of crazy because they've been watching your channel for a couple years. You think you pissed them off though by not being super harsh. That's just people who are looking for you to be an echo chamber, and there's 40 other reaction channels that are gonna say what they're wanting to hear. So no, I like that that you're moderate about things, and that you're very much like, let's look at the actual moment. I gotta catch up on your stream because I missed it earlier. But yeah, I just really hope she goes to fucking therapy. Criminy. You had someone do the same on trying to sell you. Yeah. Stardew? They were all like, oh, so you don't take your channel seriously? It's so fucked up. That is an aggressive sales tactic. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'd be like, no, not really. It's more of just like a fun little hobby, which it kind of is. Like, yeah, no, I'm not looking to read a script on here. I'm good. I don't want to turn this into work, thank you. I already work. You're gonna make a comment, but you had to be nice. Yeah, that would piss me off. That is, yikes. What an aggressive thing to say. You should have just told them that you don't take them serious, or you should have like gone on to whatever, if they were wanting you to get on like Instagram or something. You should have just hopped on it and looked at their artwork and said, "No, I take myself more seriously than this." You should just started like really dogging them, just critique them publicly. So my brother threw a football at me and broke my nail, and it's kind of snagging on the crochet and on the yarn. It's driving me crazy. Because one of the people, when they sent me like their Instagram and stuff like that, because I have it all in my info, I was not like, I was like, oh, this probably isn't something I would personally pursue. To each their own. It's not for me. Yeah, Libby already has 2 freaking jobs, and it's one too many. No, is it feeling like a 3rd job? I'm sorry to hear that, Libby. You do put a lot into it, though. But you also put a lot into all of your other work, too. Like, you are very hardworking. And it's a good work ethic, yes, but I think it's important to carve out time for things that you actually enjoy. They sent you some things on Insta and you just told them that it wasn't your style. Yeah. No, that's fair, because, like, for real, a lot of it kind of isn't. Where it's just like, oh, if I feel like a lot of that where I might commission a friend of mine that I know who does similar level art. I'd commission like Zalfruit from Ilias for certain things before I went to like anyone else for stuff that they were offering me, because I know that they would at least do better. He was aiming. He threw it a bit hard. But no, my little brother knows that I'll drag him. So, it's all about asserting dominance. And as long as I can pick him up, he's concerned. So. Yeah, like, in someone you know, like, yeah, I would much rather, because even, yeah, in a lot of the Discords, in, like, the chat, there are some very talented artists in there where it's like, heck yeah, I would much rather DM them and be like, hey, 100%, like, whomever, I can't remember their name, but whomever made your sticker, I think is so cute. I think it's so cute, and I like it. Because that's on, what, the water bottle, too, that you're doing? Yeah, they're all so freaking talented, for real. That's how I feel when I go on, like, the art subreddits, and I'm just like, damn, I should wrap it up. I should just put it away. But then it's also very motivating. Like, so with sewing and everything, I've gotten into a little bit of design, and just kind of learning how to draw a little bit. So I've made some things where I'm just like, I'm actually kind of happy with. And then I need to, tomorrow, I'm going to pick up some grid paper so I can start really, like, learning about mapping out what I'm making and just learning how to identify the panels of a garment, and how they're all assembled together, and you know, just learning more about that. I've been really wanting to take it seriously, because I feel like, oh, that was Pearl? Okay, yes, I like it. You tried to pay him. They refused payment? No. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, it's sweet and I love it, but, like, I would really feel like I really want to pay you. Like, let me compensate you. That would drive me crazy. I feel like if someone told me no. It's like when my mom is trying to give me money and I'm just like, no, damn it. Oh, that's so sweet of them, because I do like it. I think it's really cute. Yeah. The ass one. I didn't see the ass one. I'm going to have to go and look for that. Oh, okay, that was Peep Chop. Okay. I'm going to have to look for that, though, because it was, I remember the little drawing that they did of you was cute. It's adorable. A discount code on the merch? Heck yeah. They are talented, and it's lovely. absolutely lovely. I have a friend who does digital art as well. And so it's just like, you don't need to, I don't know, I don't really need to be solicited by randoms online. But yeah, I like supporting smaller creators and smaller businesses. Like, I love small business. There's a company called Lip Esteem here in Minneapolis. They got a contract with the NFL cheerleaders for the Minnesota Vikings, to be like one of their official like products. And I read that and I was like, but they have like this incredible lip balm, and it is incredible. Like, it's so softening. And it's like a $20 lip balm though, not gonna lie. It is not cheap. I fucking put mine through the washer months ago. But my mom had hers at work, and yesterday I was on the phone with her and she was telling me she went into work today, or what's today? She went into work yesterday, and I do need to watch her last live. I know. I'm gonna catch up on it. But she went into work yesterday, and one of her coworkers told her that one of the maintenance guys was looking for something to put on their lips because they had a sore. So he grabbed her super nice lip balm from the store, not the Carmex that was out, not the Aquifer lipstick. And not only that, but he's just grabbing some random person's, personal products, and he puts it on. He didn't even like do the finger thing, he didn't even like, nothing. Ew. When my mom was telling me this, I'm like, that bitch man owes you $20 at minimum, because that shit is not cheap. I think it's more like $15, but whatever. It's still an expensive product. And it has all these vitamins in it. It is like one of the best lip balms I've ever used in my entire life. Yeah, why would you use a stranger's lip products? That's like, I don't know, that's almost like going into an Ulta, and just using their mascara sampler. Bitch, you're gonna get pink eye. You're gonna get an infection. It's not gonna go well for you. It is so gross and almost violating, where it's like, how long has this happened? Is this the first time this has ever happened? And he had a sore on his lip. Like, ugh! Ew. Okay, I'm gonna catch up in the chat. Okay, so let's see here. You watched one of your old videos at the end of the stream, and you said that you wanted to know where your ass is. I love that. He was like, that gives me an idea. Oh my god. I can't wait. Okay, I'm gonna be rewatching that. What was the lip balm? It's called Lip Esteem. Here, it's one of my favorite. When I first started kind of like messing around with YouTube anything, I really wanted to talk about like small business, because that's something I'm really passionate about just in general. And I go out of my way to be as supportive of small business as I can. So let me just grab her. Yeah, it's this really great site here, and the owner is phenomenal. They were on this. There's like a show that I don't know if it still airs, but it was pretty popular. So this show like goes and they find like really small businesses, and they get them in contact with like these great marketing firms, with these product development firms who really kind of elevate their product, and they look to grow the sales as much as possible. So I have a couple of her lip balms, and then I have a couple of her glosses. I have her lip liner, and I do have like another, I have a couple lipsticks as well. But yeah, she has like a lip care combo, so that's an exfoliator, and then there's the balm. I'm just trying to find the balm here. Here it is. Okay, so it's the vitamin E stick. It's like $18, but it's phenomenal. It is one of my favorites, and even like the packaging, it feels really nice. But she's a phenomenal company to support. And then, like, they wanted to change her logo really badly during the show. That was, like, a huge thing that they were on about, where they were like, well, don't you think that this logo, you know, is exclusive, where they accused her of having, like, a logo that was, like, exclusionary. And she was like, absolutely fucking not. She was like, I buy products all the time that have women that don't look like me on them. And I was like, no, I love her. If you go, like, not that it's in Minnesota, but in her shop, her by her register is a whole mosaic of her logo, and it's so pretty and beautiful, and it's lovely. I'm a huge fan. Obviously, if you couldn't tell, I just like small business. I really do like supporting small businesses wherever I can. Here, let me just size this down a bit. It's ridiculous. Nope, come on. You can do it, champ. Let's go, Streamlabs. But yeah, it's like $18. It's an $18 chapstick. And it's great, don't get me wrong. I nearly cried when I put it through the washer and the dryer. So, don't recommend. It did not hold up, sorry, unfortunately. But yeah. Let's see. You're gonna run downstairs. Heck yeah, get some food. Get some. All you had. That's all you had today, though? Libby. It's a phenomenal, like, and when I walked in, so I took my mom, and so we went in, and, like, she had us put, like, these cozies on our feet to, like, keep the shop clean. And then she was like, okay, you're going to exfoliate your lips, you're going to wipe everything off. She had us, like, start from square one, and then she just started giving us stuff to try and check out the colors. And all of her lip glosses, I wonder if I have one in my purse right now. No, do I not? I have, like, 4 in here. Boo, I don't. They're all e.l.f. and generic brand. But they all smell like spearmint. They all smell so good. And I, like, that's the first thing I mentioned. I was like, is there spearmint in here? And she's like, abso-fucking-lutely. It's wonderful. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. It is natural. Like, she does everything in-house. They make it at their main location in, I think she's right on the edge of Minneapolis and St. Paul. I mean, we're sister cities anyway, so there's really not much of an edge. But yeah, it's all in-house. Yeah, seriously, Libby, your diet, her sleep schedule, oh my god, if she's shown you her sleep schedule, it's abhorrent. It makes me want to take a nap. You had something for lunch? Okay, good. I had a coffee, I had a breakfast sandwich, and then I had Sonic. Okay, Sonic, I rarely, if ever, go. I do not recall the last time I went to Sonic, but I got the mango sugar-free slushie, which was incredible. And then I got just a chicken sandwich and onion rings, and the onion rings were so good. I was so good. I was sharing them with my brother, and the way he, like, shoved his hand into the bag aggressively. And I was like, you good? And he's like, yeah, I'm just looking for a napkin. I was like, okay. And about 5 minutes later, he was like, I wasn't looking for a napkin. I was going for the onion rings, and they're gone. And I was like, yeah, bud, they're gone. It was so funny, though, the way he went for it. Oh, my God. He's so funny. I know, we just talked about Sonic. That's why I was like, you know what? Right by the hill, I know there's a Sonic, so we can go there. I had it planned because I was like, I haven't had a slushie in so long. When I lived down south in, like, Missouri and Oklahoma, we went to Sonic. Like, it was always, I think we always did it, like, it was like a once a week thing, after, I want to say almost after church or something, but yeah, it was planned. I was gonna get it. I wanted a slushie so bad, and he'd never had a slushie before. I was like, bro, are you for real? Yeah, the chicken sandwich was good. Like, I can't complain at all. It was awesome. And they even told me when I ordered, they were like, oh, are you okay for, like, at least a 5-minute wait on the chicken sandwich? And I'm like, am I okay with not having old dry chicken? Like, fuck yeah, girl, you take your time. I am not one to rush you by any means. It was delicious. And then my brother had the audacity to look at me and be like, I never had a mango before. Now I gotta buy this bitch a mango. God. He didn't even know that you peel the skin. He was like, what? I was like, nuh-uh. I think he's fucking with me. I can't tell. I can't tell. Both my brother and my brother-in-law love to lie. They just love messing with me. But, oh my god. Oh my god, I can feel the silence. Where did the music go? Yeah, continue watching. Thank you. How dare you? I'll tell you when to stop. Okay. No, we're killing Mademoiselle. And I got like a super onion. It was just a ball of onion. It was incredible. Fuck, I love that. Because, I don't know, a good onion ring, it's hard to find. But yeah, I've been sleeping on Sonic. I'm not gonna lie. And now they have sugar-free stuff? What? I had no guilt. No guilt. So, I'm gonna be going there all the fucking time now. I have no reason to go up into that part of town. I'm gonna make excuses now and be like, I really gotta go to AutoZone or something. Like, what the fuck? No reason. You're trying to be good? You are good! Oh my gosh. You are good. Have a treat. Have a snack. I considered tracking my calories, and then I was like, you know what? I really don't want to measure stuff. Because I definitely did not look at how much is in my wine. I know it's probably a lot. You're trying to be good? Yeah! They have sugar-free. And then it's just a chicken sandwich. None of that's bad. You can't be bad. I mean, could be worse. Yeah, Libby, what's for dinner? What's for dinner? What time is it? It's like 10 o'clock. Okay. I've been, the last day and a half. Hold on. I've been deep cleaning my apartment trying to find my Adderall, and it's gone. I don't think it's here anymore. So, caffeine doesn't count. Yeah, food does not have morals. Unless it's Nestle, and then their morals are terrible. So, I think that's the only one that should really have morals. Fuck Nestle. That Nesquik bunny, evil. I still have not found it. No, we're raw dogging everything, dude. It is atrocious. Alright? It's not good. I'm making a lot of lists, and I'm trying really hard. My friend had me get the Finch app. Have you like fucked with the Finch app? If you know what it is, it's cute. It's cute. They give you a bird, and the whole thing is like, keep your bird alive and happy, and you like check in on it. The bird wants to know how your day is, you know? Cajun dirty cauliflower rice with sausage, that sounds good. But a dirty cauliflower? Yeah. So it's supposed to be like habit forming and like habit tracking, and you open the app and it's like, oh, how many days a week do you think you're going to use this app? And you kind of like set a goal, and it wants you to do like day streaks. It wants you to do like an everyday thing. And if you don't, which I don't, I'm not good at it. I'm not going to open your fucking app every day. It starts to send you like these little push notifications where it's like, we're here if you need to talk. We hope you're doing, it sounds concerned, where it's starting to give vibes of like, hey buddy, don't do it, you know? And it's literally just that like I'm having a hard time sitting down and clicking on this stupid app. And I'm not going to either, but it's definitely giving vibes of like, don't kill yourself. Please don't kill yourself. Check on your little bird, Heather. And, you know, I'm sure my bird is doing just fine. I think we could use some space, and it's being really fucking needy right now, which is making me want to ignore it more. So it's a different app. I think if maybe I was on my medication, I'd be like, oh yeah, let's check in today. But I'm not, so we're not gonna do it. I'm just gonna like make my list and be like, yes, we are going to run all these errands and do the chores. So it's one of them's. You like dirty things? Want to clean my kitchen? I got some dishes. Yeah? Yeah? You could help? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I think you were saying that too about your own. Like I said, the time just flies. And then tomorrow my mom's gonna be here, so I'm not exactly gonna be like able to do all my laundry. I'll have to do it Saturday evening, or oh my god, today's Saturday. I'll be able to do it Sunday evening when she leaves. You don't have two cats. Oh, you have 2 cats and a dog. I don't need another thing to keep me occupied. Yeah, and I feel like that app kind of does too, where it's just like, I don't know. It's different. It's definitely different. Yeah, plenty of your own dirty dishes. I know. Like, I literally took Friday off work so that I could wipe down everything to get all the sawdust and just deep clean. I scrubbed floors, I vacuumed, I scrubbed walls, floorboards. I was doing it all. And then, like, yeah, just trying to do all that with the ADHD too it takes a lot of effort. And so then I end up kind of being lazy for the rest of the day. The cats are your annoying notification. Mine too. They're so sweet though, in their own way. In the morning, like right around like 6 or 7, Gus will start clawing at my back to wake me up. He's like, feed me, bitch. So I, get up and I feed them and I go back to bed until 7:50 when I need to walk to my living room to start work. And even some days I'm like, I don't fucking want to do it. I'm gonna move my work computer to my bed and just, I'll just be sitting in my bed with like a keyboard. I should get one of those, whatever they use in hospitals, where they have that massive tray. Oh my god. I think that would be a problem for me. I think that would send me down a path I don't want to go. And then I'll be on my 600-pound life, making a dry AI written entry about how every day I wake up in pain. If I do that, I hope you guys know I'm spiraling, okay? I mean, usually when I spiral, I just do things like, renovate my kitchen. And then we're good for another few weeks. So, we got a few weeks. Chore day, Libby. For real. So, yeah, I mean, you kind of have to. I get that, Libby. I needed to do Friday because I was just like, 1, I don't want to work anymore. Fuck this week. But 2, yeah, it just needs to get done. It's ridiculous. But yeah, good times doing the things we got to do, unfortunately. You message at 3 a.m., mademoiselle? You one of them people, ain't ya? You're as bad as my mother. 3 a.m., girl. It's called boundaries, okay? We gotta have them. I live on Do Not Disturb, so I hope no one I love has an emergency, because it ain't me, and I hope they know that. It ain't me. Oh my god. Which is insane, too, because you go to bed so late. But you haven't been getting up. Wow. Libby, you haven't been getting up until 6 a.m.? You're slipping. You're really slipping. I'm kidding. That's insane. I've tried that. I've had an alarm set for 6:30 for like the last 3 months, and I just snooze it. Have you tried snooze? It's great. I not only have snooze, I have about 20 different timers. They're little, you know, stopwatches I can set. Or not stopwatches, but I have a timer for 10, 20, 28. I could push 3 different timers and get me exactly to 7:58, which is the absolute latest that I need to sign into my work computer for 8 a.m. All right? That's the fine line we're talking here. I need to see you really lock that down, Libby. You go on live, Stitch, and like, why is ALR on Stitch's live? Basically, here, let me get this higher. I can get my bun higher, okay? Your cat wakes you up. He has no boundaries. No, for real. For real. Nibs woke me up one day trying to eat the tip of my nose. He gave it a solid bite. That shit hurt. I was up. Your phone doesn't ping. You don't want to message good morning too early because you're 2 hours behind. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. And you set the alarm across the hall in your office. I'm committed to turning around and walking straight back to bed. I've tried that though. I have tried that. I'm so committed to my laziness. It's only funny to me, actually. Yeah. Oh, see, Libby, you need a cat for your alarm clock. Seeing poop buns? Oh no, not the poop bun. I promise. I promise I won't do it. Not the poop bun. Yeah, no, I really think a cart, like one of those trays would be the end of me. Cause you see all of those videos, at least on Red Note, where they're in these massive chairs, and then they just pull this table up where it's on a roller clearly, and then they're like gaming on their TV, you know, from their couch. I don't think I'd leave. Although, at the same time, I also don't know if I'd get up to go to the fridge. So, we might have a trade-off there. We might have a trade-off. We'll see. I know, and your stupid work travel. Is it your full-time job that has you traveling, or your part-time? It's probably your full-time. That would make way more sense. I don't know. Bed is just comfy. It was worse when I had a heated mattress, though. That shit is hard to get out of. And it's so nice, too, when you just preheat your bed, especially in the winter, and then you crawl into an already toasty, warm bed. Ooh, it's hard to leave, you know? I don't know. I like to be lazy, I guess. That's why I started floor Pilates. It's the best workout you can do laying down. For the most part, at least, you're just laying there. Remember ALR's desk that she... Yeah, a standing desk. I think she could have done so well if she had also gotten like a walking pad. I have a walking pad that I like to use, but none of my desks. I have a desk here, I have a desk here, I have a desk out in my living room. None of them are like tall, so it's... No, that table also is not tall enough. So that's why she has her under the desk pedal, her little leg peddler, her sitting cycle. It's not really a cycle though. I don't think that would give a good workout. I think at her level where she's at, I think that's the best we can do. But I feel like if I'm cycling, I definitely want the handlebars. Got a brace. The part-time one that you used to be your full-time, but you may need to go to Texas for your new job. Maybe Hong Kong. That'd be so cool. You better vlog that if you go to Hong Kong. Put me in your suitcase. I don't have a passport. We'll figure it out, okay? But take me with. That's so dope. That's so dope, dude. Jealous. But EO Texas, so less jealous. Could be worse. Could be better. Could be worse. You need to get out to Cali. Yes, you do. Trip to Cali. Don't they do all those, like, streamer things out in Cali? Maybe you could go to one of those conventions. Have a fan meetup. Oh my god. Has ALR ever done a fan meetup? I don't think that would... How do we think that would go? I'm curious about that. I'm very curious. I don't think anyone would be brave enough to be nasty in person. I feel like we would hear a lot less about it, about her in-person interactions, if people were just, like, really nasty about them. Oh, I'm getting behind. I'm getting behind. Y'all can meet up with Tree Boy. Ooh, it'd be a little party. Heck yeah. She would raise it up to go under it. God. Oh my god, she's so fucking weird. Oh, really? Your Kubi? Your Cubi? Oh, the little pedal thing? Yeah. I don't know. You want that little bike thing just for the hell of it. They're currently at Aldi's. If you go to Aldi's, check them out. And that's here in the States. They give a decent leg workout. Yeah, and get motion, yeah. ALR hasn't. Ooh. I don't think you were there. Yeah, like a LibbyCon would be so fun. Oh my gosh, and everyone could dress up like ALR. Or a character from Stardew. That'd be so fun, though. I do like, I really do like the Tuesday, chats. Because obviously I like to yap. So I think it's just nice, because it's one thing, like, chatting in live stream, you know, but it's not the same back and forth as in the, what is it? The Discord conference room or whatever the fuck that is. I just think it's really nice. Can all meet up at Las Vegas and party. Heck yeah. Never been to Vegas, but it would be so dope. It would be so dope. Like 5 of us. So, that's still a good time. Yeah, it is nice. Yeah, the voice chat. I think it'd be fun if more, like, Girl World creators collabed. That could be cool. Like, Alex is Shook and Zachary Michael. That'd be an interesting... That could be interesting. That could be fun. I don't know. I know Jordy and Snowflake are buds, but that's more of a toxic thing that I'm not into, personally. I feel like it'd just get too catty in there. I mean, maybe she's just busy. We have noticed your presence as missing. It has been noted. You would fight Alex? Why? Do you not like him? What did he do? Tell me the tea. What's the beef? What's the history here? I need to know. I'm so nosy. I kind of like him. I don't know. He just seems like... He's like, yeah, this is what Amber's been doing. he's very, like, nonchalant about it. Like, I don't know. I like his energy. I like the lack of energy that he gives to Girl World. I do. You can't stand his voice? Okay, no, I get that. I do get that. It's a voice. I feel like him and Zachary Michael, though, have their own voices. Like, Zachary Michael is a bit nasally, while Alex's Shook is a little, I feel like he's a little higher. And then it's also almost like a dryness to it as well. At least in my opinion. But okay, it's the voice that bothers you. Interesting. That's how I felt about Greg Doucette. I turned him on for the first time and I was like, absolutely fucking not. And then I got past it. I was like, I like what he's saying and I want to hear more of it because I like it. I was super into weightlifting for a long time. It was very fun. Weird Joker cackle that Alexis puts on. I need to clip that sound. I don't know what I want to use it for, but I need to clip it. Because the only other sound I have clipped is Wings of Redemption. I don't know if anyone knows who that is. But he is on stream and he's like crying. And there's a point where he like yelps like a kicked dog. And for some reason, I just love it. He's such a piece of shit. It just, oh, every time I hear it, he's like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Because then he turned around and lied about having cancer. So, was that? No, that was Boogie. Was that Wings or Boogie? No, that was Boogie. Wings is still a pedophile, though. Okay. Let's see. You have an ex from San Diego that speaks like that, too? Ooh. You sleep, Mademoiselle, you sleep at random times? Weird. What kind of schedule you keeping? How long were you in that relationship, Libby? What sound do you want to clip? Oh, the Alexis, when she was doing like her Joker cackle, when she was talking about the messaging app, and she cackled for like 2+ minutes. $6:30 p.m. your time on Tuesday. You that cackled? No, for real. For real. It was so weird. It was like nothing I've ever, like, it was just so fake. I don't think that could organically come from anybody. And I just laughed like for 5 minutes at my brother, knowing that he was gonna get yelled at by my dad tonight. You know, and that was a deep laugh, and it felt great. I needed that. It really made my day. But it just seemed so weird to put that on and put that out there. Like, I don't know. It felt very, very middle school. Oof, the whole thing does, actually. It's so icky. Ugh. These adults. The ex from San Diego, not long, 3 months. We had been friends for several years. Still friends. That's good. That's good. I am not friends with any of my exes. I don't think they're people I would want to be friends with. Yikes. What does that say about me? Ugh. But that is good. I really admire that, actually. I think it's important. Plus, if you guys were friends prior and then only like tried dating for like 3 months, that's not too bad, you know? At least you gave it a go and maintained the friendship. Good for you. For real. Oh, your depression has no boundaries, girl. I feel that. I feel that. I think on Wednesday, I woke up, I finally got out of bed at like 5:50 something to go to work. I worked, and then for each of my breaks, I just went and laid down. And then after work, I just went to bed. That was it. That was the whole day. And I was just like, I don't know if this is, it's probably not good. But it's that time of the year in winter. Like, the next 3 months is it's a marathon that we're trying to get through until I can see the fucking sun again, okay? Because I've just been going out occasionally, and if it's sunny, I just stand there for a minute, like a dying flower. Libby, you're so sweet. Definitely reach out, Mademoiselle. It's important. Yeah, when you're done, I'm done. Well, in a lot of these relationships, like my past relationships, by the end of it, they were not my friend. Like, that was not a person who cared for me in any way based on their actions. So it was so weird. It was very weird. Yeah, my marriage was very weird, the way that that switch flipped in them as a person. Not into it. She moved back to Cali and broke up with you, and you still don't know why. Oh, that's fucked. That's fucked up. Maybe they were going through something internally. Yikes. And you're still friends? I would... All the respect to you. That would be tough for me to... I would have that nagging at me. I'd have a hard time getting over that. Because, yikes, to not tell you why. Like... You had that happen to you too? Holy shit, mademoiselle. What? They didn't move. They just texted you and said that they were done with no explanation. What the fuck? Y'all are dating villains. Y'all are dating straight up villains. Yikes. Holy shit. Okay, you know what? I shouldn't talk. I shouldn't talk, but no, for real. I've never done anything like that, but holy crap. I don't think I could do something like that. That takes, I don't know, that's gotta be like a disconnect happening there. I'm sorry that you guys have been through that. That's awful. Okay, so maybe it was just too much to handle with her grandmother. I don't know. That's still rough though. At least communicate. Like, I remember my ex-husband told a story about like someone he had been dating when his stepmother passed, and the way he told the story, you know, was like, oh, she was making it about herself, but then when we were together, another relative of his passed, and I could get, if that's how he had behaved with her, I could totally get why he may have gotten that impression, because he completely like shut me out for several months, and this is like when we were married, and it was one of those where it was just like, if this is how you act when someone dies, I can completely understand why, you know, they were trying to connect with you, like reaching out and being like, hey, you're completely shutting me out. Because I didn't think that was right to do. He did not want me anywhere near the family. He did not want me around whatsoever when they passed. He literally like left for 2 weeks to go be with his family, and no talking, no call. I maybe got like a text to check in once a week, and it was weird. I was like, you've kind of ghosted your spouse, like, what the fuck? So yeah, I think behavior like that is, yikes, is very concerning. And it would definitely give me like pause now that I'm older and I've kind of been through that. I'd be like, yeah, this does not work out for me. And I think that's part of, I don't know, compatibility. Compatibility's a bitch. You know, trying to figure out the things to look for. And a lot of it just comes with time with a person to really find those depths of compatibility and incompatibilities. Weed people out quickly on like, oh yeah, I never want kids. Okay, well, I want kids. All right, bye. You know, this isn't gonna work. You know, those are easy, but some of those behaviors are just, they're hard to know, you know? Let's see. You broke up with a girlfriend because she was in love with someone else. Oh, that's fucked. That's fucked. I did break up with someone, and they called me to ask if they could date, or ask out one of my friends. And it was like on the same day that we broke up, and I was like, go fuck yourself. She was different for sure. Yeah, I think that's kind of put me off of a lot of stuff. Let's see, Mademoiselle, it happens, Libby, at least you let her go. The person you were seeing lied, oh my god, and kept you and their ex? That's fucked up. What? You said bye, bitch, and she ended up leaving too, so they ended up with nobody. Good. As they should. That is so fucked up. That is so terribly fucked up. Elizabeth, thank you. It's alright. It's one of those where it's just like, you don't know until, you know, you're in that kind of, you know, dynamic with someone, you know, because we don't often, ideally, we don't often lose people, so it's, yeah, no idea. But it just, when that happened, I definitely thought back to the story that he told me about his ex, where I'm like, no, I could see, no, you don't handle things well. Like, you can't just ghost people. You were in love with someone else, not her. Oof, that is tough. Yeah, Mademoiselle, seriously, good on you for leaving that. That's super fucked up. Super fucked up. Relationships are a bitch. That is for sure. You know, Aaron Shred offered up, they got like a commune going up in Canada, you know, all crochet and sew. Erin cooks everything from scratch, and she's a hairstylist, so we all never have to go to the hair salon again. We need a nail tech, an esthetician, and I don't know. I'm good at gardening. I can grow more cherry tomatoes than anyone could ever need. But gardening could be like a group thing, you know. We could definitely get a commune going, you guys. I'm just throwing that out there. And in Canada, so healthcare. Yay. Let's see. You told yourself this year that you're cleaning all negative people out and staying single until next year. I'm proud of you for doing that, Mademoiselle. That is seriously important to do. Congratulations. And honestly, as you work on yourself, those negative people, they're like the garbage, you know, they take themselves out for real. When I learned how to like set boundaries, the friendships I lost, I was like, oh boy, like you guys do not like when I say no to stuff, huh? So now I feel like that's what I would need in a relationship, where someone I feel super comfortable saying no to all the time about anything. Even if it's jokingly, I'm probably going to say no and, you know, do Night at the Roxbury and turn around and be like, yes. But still, like, that is really good. I'm proud of you for doing that. You'll protect the commune? Ooh, what kind of protection? You gonna give us all arms training? Staying single until next year? Well, poop. Oh, Libby, just lay the groundwork, okay? That's important. Just don't be, you know, don't be the nice girl, you know? I think we've all, pretty sure most people have had that friend where it's like, oh, you're not my friend. You're waiting for like a moment of weakness from me, aren't you? Ugh, the worst. Yeah, Libby, lay that groundwork. You have 0 skills for the commune? Nonsense. You're tech savvy, and you're a wonderful conversationalist. So you'll give us the breaking girl world news. That's what you'll help us with. It's important. And you'll help us, you and Erin can be like, you know, make sure everyone's eating healthy and well-rounded meals. All when I told myself that, all the negative people tried to come back, and no, they tried to come back. Ew. Yuck. They typically do that. That's always the worst part, where there's usually an effort of like, hey, I saw my ex-bestie come by one time, and I just like pretended not to see her. I just looked right through her. I was like, not a shot, honey. Absolutely fucking not. If she had said anything, I would have told her I don't have any change and left. I think she did fix it. I think last fall, I got some of her mail sent to my place, and I was like, oh, honey, I hope you fix this. There's no forwarding address. Like, get your shit together. Yeah, don't be a nice girl. Ooh, I love that shit. Those compilation channels that do like the nice girl, nice guy, I'm very badass. I love Reddit. That shit's awesome. I've tried to find some like readings of the female dating strategy because it's extra toxic. It's so gross. But the nice guys have just so much content, and then like they do kind of blur together though. Hi, Nibs. Oh, you're so cute. You're so little. I want to squeeze you. Okay. Let's You'll bring all of your power tools. Yes, Libby, we will combine our tool collection. All right. I did get like the coolest ruler from the hardware store. And, ooh, I can't reach it. I have too much crap in the way. But I have like these magnetic trays that are the best for holding anything. I currently have one full of push pins, one full of sewing needles. There's another one in my kitchen. They're great for like anything though, not even like tools. So, heck yeah, we'll combine our power tools. Yeah, so much stuff. I need to get new drill bits. Shit, that is on my list. Let's see. Being smart is helpful, Libby, okay? Because I'm pretty dumb, so we gotta counteract that, alright? Those Reddit nice girl stories? No, I know you're not like that. We're just kidding. Hey, Libby, don't take yourself out of the game yet. Alright, we'll put you back in, coach. Always playing the game. Although I did learn a very valuable lesson the last time I went out with my friend about complimenting men. So I think they deserve to not get compliments because of the way they act. Alright? It's not cute. It was aggressive and unwarranted. Yikes. Okay? God. I love to holler at a bitch. And then they act like that. Unbelievable. Yay, we're all kind of dumb. Hey, you know what though? It's subjective. We all have things that we're kind of good at. Because there are some things that I'm kind of smart at. I've lived in this Murderopolis city for so long and I'm not dead yet. So, street smarts. No, I think it's just, I have like a lot of common sense. Except I don't do my taxes. So. The IRS can send me, they'll send me a check, a bill, you know, like, and I'll send back an IOU. I'm not paying them. Let's see, you need to get some magnetic collapsible cups. We commend those for our maintenance techs to keep screws in. Yeah, you can honestly, I was so mad. Can I reach it? I was so mad. I saw these bitches at like the craft store for like $20. And then I went to the hardware store. Harbor Freight has them for like $2. I don't think anyone should pay more than $6 for one of these trays. And they're great. They stick to any magnetic surface. And yeah, you can put all kinds of stuff. Bobby pins. Bobby pins. Just saying. Mademoiselle, you're a smartass. I love being a smartass. I like being sarcastic, but not to like, I don't know, I think sarcasm, you gotta be careful with. If it's always sarcasm between two people, ugh, yuck. Seems gross. There's gotta be a good mix of it. Most of your tools are from Harbor Freight. Nothing wrong with Harbor Freight. Yeah. I think my drills are Milwaukee, and then a lot of my stuff is Raibo or something like that. There's, oh my god, Dremel. It's saved on my phone. Dremel came out with this. It's like you fold it up. It's like in a briefcase. It's insane. It's incredible. It's a fucking table saw. It's a table saw that fits in a little briefcase. And then it's part of like this huge set with Dremel, and I think it's like $70 or $80. It's a bargain. And so I have it saved because I'm just like, do I need a table saw for, I don't know. I don't know what I might want to make, what I might want to craft. Maybe I see something that I need to saw. Okay? I have shelves that maybe are too long and, you know, I don't know, but I'm really contemplating on getting a table saw from Dremel because it looks like a really good deal, and it actually looks like decent quality too. Let's see. Tell the IRS. What did they do? Yeah, for real. For real. Absolutely. What did they do to get billions of dollars? Yeah. I mean, I just think that they should tell me what I owe them, and if they tell me what I owe them, then fine, I will pay them. But I'm not going to sit down and do the fucking math. I'm just not going to do it. Plus, with my ADHD, you're asking too much. I'm not into it. Sarcasm is your love language, right? And that's chill, like, it's cool, and it's fine, but I think if it's there is like a level, I think, between sarcasm where, like, sarcasm can be kind of like, it can border on disrespect, for at least me personally. It depends on the delivery though, but I do like sarcasm. I like sarcasm and innuendos. You have a dream of making things in your garage. Why would that never happen? That is totally feasible and plausible. When you'll get there. Allocate the time. Heck yeah. Why is that not plausible? I renovated a TV cabinet in my apartment living room. I sawed that bitch in half. You need to get the garage cleaned out? Oh, I will drive down and help you. I fucking love cleaning other people's shit out. When I go to visit my mom, we clean out. We go through her closet. I have my eyes set on her garage because she has more than she needs. And then she has a guest room, and I haven't even touched that closet. Ooh, the goodies I'm gonna find in there. Insane. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I love cleaning out people's stuff. I don't know why. It's just I think it's not my shit. And I'm willing to like look at it and be like, this is garbage. I even, when I was down at my mom's for the holidays, I took 5 minutes and I walked around the house and I grabbed unopened Amazon packages. And I asked her, I was like, what's in here? And if she didn't know what was in that package, we then opened it, and whatever the fuck it was donated. Because I was like, you clearly don't need this. Why are you buying it? Like, if you bought something that you need, you know what's in that package. You've probably opened it immediately because you had an immediate need and use for it. And she's just buying stuff. She's just buying stuff. That's my favorite thing to do, actually. I have access to her Amazon, and I'll just go in and I'll remove stuff from her shopping cart, and she never buys it. Because then I'll even check her, like, purchase history. She never buys them. She didn't actually want them. She didn't need them. It's just impulse, and I just remove it. She's also not allowed to buy clothes without my authorization. She fucking found Temu. Absolute garbage. Let's see. I'd love your basement. Fuck yeah. Good night, mademoiselle. Thank you so much for hanging out and chatting. It's always lovely chatting with you. I hope you have a good night, and I hope you feel better soon. Alright, I hope things get better. Good night. We are going to be ending the stream. Oh, actually, I did intend to end at about 2 hours, so we are about 15 minutes over what I intended. It was just so easy to chat with you all, you know? Just so lovely to talk with both of you. But yes, get some rest. Maybe we might be winding it down here. 2 hours was what I was intending to do. I don't mind by any means, because you're wonderful to talk to as well. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I love cleaning stuff out. Hoarders, oof, such a good show. I should have gone to school to be like one of those. They got like psychology degrees. I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll just be one of the people in the white suit and mask that hauls. No, I don't want to touch any of that either. I don't want this. I don't want this fake world that I've made for myself. I want out. But like, I don't know. It's kind of nice to just go through and it's cathartic to clean it out. Oh, you're still working and it'll be a long night? Oh my goodness. Your schedule, girly. It's overwhelming what you've put on your plate. Maybe with this second job. You said it's like a 3-month contract. Are you considering renewing? It just seems like a lot. I don't know. I mean, granted, I just work like, my job's so basic, it's not even funny. A monkey could do it. I'm probably going to be replaced by AI soon, which is why I'm looking at the trades, but still. You'll see after 3 months. It just seems like a lot on your plate. Because if they know that you're kind of winding it down, ideally they should be looking to fill a replacement, right? I don't know. I am the way that I am, so I don't really have loyalty to businesses, but it just seems like a lot. Yeah, what's your headspace? That's understandable, yeah. See what your headspace is. Well, I hope I hope things are going good for you. But you definitely need more sleep, girly. 5 a.m. Oof. I know I should wake up earlier, but at the same time, sleep is so good. And apparently all of those studies where they talk about 8 hours, that was only done on men, okay? And women likely need more sleep than men do. It's that beauty rest. Oh, your headspace coach. Let's see. It says, so it's hearing that you have no time to actually take care of yourself. Not even 10 minutes to help wind down, to get enough sleep, and to accomplish everything on your plate. Interesting. Is the second job out of, like, necessity? Sorry, you don't have to answer that. But if it's not out of necessity, girly, you do need to make time for yourself. You know, some people use work as a way to escape. I did that when I was working 60 plus hours a week selling cars because I hated the man at home. So I was like, overtime? Fuck yeah. And he asks, how sustainable do you think that is? How sustainable do you think that is? I don't think you can burn the candle at both ends forever. Granted, I'm trying to get into a physically demanding job in my early 30s that will require me to work long hours and do more than I have in a long time, but I think that's worth it. But how long can we theoretically burn that candle? No, it's not out of necessity, so you just didn't want to leave them in a bind. You're too sweet. You're too kind. Do you think if they needed to downsize, or do you think that if, like, they were to ever need to reduce staff, that they would be concerned about leaving people in a bind? Well, when you put it that way, not very. Yeah. What is Headspace? What's a Headspace coach? Is that like an app? Sounds like something I want to put my problems into. It's asking good questions. It's like, oh, I haven't thought of that before. I haven't thought of it that way before. Oh, I might need to give her a go. That sounds handy, not gonna lie. That sounds like a really good way to kind of get another perspective. When I was at the coffee house talking to the owner, he was telling me about how he learned a lesson later in life about telling people just how they make him feel and how he feels in the moment rather than thinking about them later. And he made me, when he brought that up, I was like, it's really weird that you would say that, because it made me think of this gal that I worked with. Her name is Muriel, and she was the only person who ever looked at me and she said, I don't like how your husband treats you. No one else in my family, none of my friends, nobody ever said a bad word about my husband. It was always, what a great guy, such a good guy, And she fundamentally, and I just, for some reason, it just gnawed in the back of my mind until finally I was like, oh my God, I don't even like it. And so when he was telling me this, I told him about, this amazing woman, and she's the coolest. She's about your age, Libby, and she does, skydiving, and she rides Ducati motorcycles, and she's just kind of a badass in every way. She's just cool. And so sweet and so lovely. But she does work a lot, and she found herself working a lot to escape. But I just, sometimes you remind me a little bit of her sometimes. And, he told me, he was like, you should tell her that. If you think of, if you've thought about her, you should tell her that. And, so that's something that I want to do this next week, is to, I know where she works. She still works at the same place where we worked. And, I even, checked on Facebook. Nothing has changed. So I'm gonna, get her, I remember her favorite snack and everything, but I'm gonna, go in and check with her, and just chat, and thank her and give her a hug. I can't wait. But yeah, I think it's important to, make sure that you're taking care of yourself. You have access it through your work insurance. Okay. Oh, but through the former, okay. You'll lose it soon. Huh. I'll have to, I wonder about the pricing, but it still sounds like something that's useful, as far as the tool goes. That's sweet of me. Well, thank you. She was someone where, it was at a point within that dynamic that I was very isolated, and she was, and it was her and then another gal, she moved to Georgia, but one time, and it was at, not a good or healthy point in my life, but she was like, you drink too much. And I was like, oh, oh. And then after that, I straight up didn't drink for, a year plus. Because I was like, no, she's got me. She's got my number. So both these women just had me pegged. They nailed it. And I was like, oh, my God. So both of them I owe a lot to. But yeah, just such a lovely person that I definitely want to follow up with in life. But, I just think that, if you're asking and talking to this app about those things, maybe it's something that's on your mind too. But I just hope that you can put yourself first, because that's where it matters. And we care about you. We want you to do the things you enjoy. If you had the time, I know streaming was a bit of a hobby, and now it kind of feels like work. But, what else would you want to do with your time? I know you have a library. You definitely seem to like to read. I'm still waiting on those audiobook recommendations, unless it's in one of my Discord notifications that I haven't checked yet. It is! It is! Let's see here. Yes! I got the recommendations! That's what you could see. Oh, you're funny. I gotta check out these recommendations, though, from you. Yay! I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, I wonder if she sent me those. Yep, just a reminder, there is a shirt here. Oh my gosh. You get a massage every few weeks. Yes. Love it, love it. Yes. And I like that you do that, genuinely. That's how I feel about, getting my nails done with my mom. And then I'm in desperate need of my eyebrows getting done. I would do them myself, but I end up over plucking, and I misshape them, and I end up looking wonky, and one eye looks bigger than the other. It's so fucked up. It is $20. So I'm like, okay, cool. But yes, I like that you do that. I love that you do that for yourself, actually. I think that's phenomenal. I think everyone should kind of do more stuff for themselves. But yeah, I don't know. I like that you're, you know, and even like what Mademoiselle was talking about with just taking care of herself, you know? Maybe, hopefully, you find more time to care about Libby the way we all do. I mean, shoot, if I was closer, I'd be happy to body double with you. Even just like keeping people company while they clean or tidy up or even just helping. Oh my gosh, my mom will come over and she's like, "Do you want help with this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I wouldn't mind." Or she'll just sit on my bed and chat while I fold laundry. It's so helpful. You feel bad for all the work that she has to do. Reach any muscle. You know, it's what she signed up for, though. I'm sure she enjoys having you as a client. You know, and you mentioned that you guys get to chatting when you are there. I think that's phenomenal. It sounds like you're a lovely client to have. I don't think she should feel bad for anything. And maybe she even kind of likes the challenge, you know? I had one massage once, and I'm hoping to get one. I've been looking at like various places around me. I haven't really found any like massage envies nearby. There's some bougie spas, but I would kill for like a bathhouse where I could go for like a hot soak or even saunas. Oh, that would be incredible. The fact that saunas have been illegal here in the state of Minnesota since I think like the 60s or 70s is a crime to me. Is an absolute crime because it is the perfect climate for it. She changes up the massage each time. I like that. Good. I really like that. Ooh, massagebook.com. Thank you. I will be checking that out. What the heck? I convinced my sister, my stepdad, and you know, I pitched them an idea of like combining all of our Christmas gifts for 1 year, and we sent her to this incredible spa by me. So we had enough I took her out to a really nice meal, and that was on me. And then my stepdad and my sister paid for her spa package, and it was a sauna, a massage, a facial, and then it had like just an after sauna as well, just to kind of relax, and she loved it. She absolutely loved it. And then the next year she got my sister and my grandma massages, and I don't recall what she got me, but I was like, girl, like, okay, that's fine. I will take a look at that. I have it pulled up in my other browser because, yeah, I like the idea of that. Yeah, I thought it was nice, you know, and it was a spa where it's like you change, you put on, you know, you're in a robe. It was a nice place, and it's not even like super far. But yeah, and it was like, it's very much in the city. But yeah, it was just one of those where it's like, she deserves that. She had like a lot of anxiety that year, and she's like, that was so different, but I liked it. I was like, good, you know, I always want to do stuff like that. So I really like that you do that for yourself. It's so nice. Well, I am going to be wrapping it up. We've been going for about 2.5 hours now. Libby, thank you for the website recommendations and the books. I'm going to be taking a look at those. So thank you so much. You're so lovely for that. And thank you for chatting. And thank you for being here as a mod as well with you and Mademoiselle. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate your support as I, you know, start doing this more. And you know, I always want to be like mindful of your schedule as well. But I think at least like Saturdays and it seems like Fridays too, depending on like what you're doing for work, it tends to kind of work out. But definitely let me know if you want to make any adjustments or if there's anything that isn't like working for you. But I appreciate it. I really do. Especially when things got things got hecticana a little while ago. Ugh, I'm sorry I did that. I'm sorry. Ugh. A little while ago, but I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you. Yeah, I will see you in one of your lives very soon. I hope you have a really good night and you get some rest, and thank you for everyone being here. But yeah, let's see you work every night. Good. Oh, at least you're doing what you gotta do. But yes, I like that. I was saying good to Amanda being a private business, so I do like that. I think that is phenomenal. But